Okay, before we start, just as an editor's note, I'll be referring to the original System Shock and the remake as System Shock 94 and 23 respectively, due to the years that they were released. So, anyways. I know I said I'd have a review out for my next video, but recently I was in a voice chat on Discord and somebody was live streaming a game, and when I said, hey, what is this? They're like, oh, this is the demo for System Shock 23. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I was completely blindsided by this, because I stopped paying attention to the System Shock remake years ago, and could you really blame me? It made this big news splash when it first hit the radar, and then promptly fell off the radar for the longest time for many reasons. But when I saw that, I immediately downloaded the demo, and having played through it 3 times now, I can safely say I like what I played. It kinda reminds me of BioShock. The story setup and a lot of the gameplay elements are very similar. It's kinda like BioShock in space, which, fun fact, many people who worked on BioShock also worked on the System Shock games. And back in 2007, I was always hearing people say that BioShock was System Shock underwater, but because my situation was kinda reversed, well, you get the picture, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, I did briefly play the original many years ago, but I couldn't get into it. Too many pieces of the game were far too dated for me. It was little things like working the inventory and having to do everything manually, like dragging and dropping all over the place, the controls, a whole bunch of other stuff, just making everything needlessly complicated. I just couldn't get into it. But I understand the importance it had on the gaming industry. Regardless, I'm really enjoying System Shock 23. In fact, I'm surprised that I've played through the demo 3 times already. There hasn't been a demo that's hooked me in like this since Resistance Fall of Man all the way back in 2009 when I first got my PS3. And for my longtime fans, even the Killzone 2 demo didn't hook me in as much. And I'm really looking ahead to playing the full game, which should be out sometime this month. In fact, I don't have any major criticism. The only negative things I have to say are pretty small and I think could be easily fixed. For one, the melee combat is garbage. The camera swings all over the place, and you have to be close enough to an enemy to give them a kiss in order to hit them. Like I said, it's probably an easy fix, but if you play the demo, for now, ditch the melee combat as soon as you can. The other thing is inventory management. If you want to drop or vaporize an item, you have to right-click and pull up a menu. First off, guys, could you have made the text any smaller? Like, seriously, I can barely read it. Come on, let's make the text a little bigger here, my vision isn't what it used to be. And that goes double for the text at the top of the screen every time you look at something you can interact with. Secondly, as far as the menu goes, there should be a hotkey you can press to instantly vaporize an item. Just move your cursor over it, push a button, and boom, vaporized. I know some people might say that sounds very unrealistic, and I do agree with you, but the fact that you can also magically vaporize any item into the same scrap cube no matter what the item is made out of, and then turn it into money, is equally unrealistic. Now the same thing goes with dropping or moving an item. There should be a hotkey for that as well. That would cut the amount of buttons you need to press by half and would definitely cut back on the tedium. And the same thing goes for moving items into the cargo lift or the recycler. Like, why can't I at least just double-click the item? Why do I have to drag and drop all this crap? But that's it. Besides that, I really like what I've played so far. Playing through the demo only left me wanting more, and I can't wait for when the full game drops, which should be sometime this month. Oh, one more thing. Could somebody get Tencent to get their grubby little mitts off System Shock 3? Could one of you guys at Night Dive be a dear and do that for all of us, please? That would be very much appreciated. Alright kids, thanks for watching. If you're already subbed to the channel, or are about to, be sure to hit the bell so you get notified when I post a video, hit the like button, and give me some feedback. I don't care if it's good or bad.